Hey there, welcome back guys. This video is special thanks to Afix, one of our viewers slash subscribers who actually sent us a 3D print of the week. So if you have a 3D print of the week that you want to share with us and bring to the channel, send it. The email's in the description of the video, but check this out. So the marble goes there, you print the marble, and starting point is number 4, which is right here. And then you should be able to, once you put it together, play with it. And then maybe one might need a little bit of help, but the rest will flow right through. Make sure you don't hit any dead ends. But it looks like we got to bring that, bring that back up. Nope, nope. Oh, nope. Shut up. Wait for it. Almost got it. Oh, there we go. And then bring it in through there. Bring it around. Oh, it's a dead end anyway. Anyway, you get the idea. We're going to show you how to put it together because it's a little bit tricky, but as you can see, all the numbers are here for a reason. Once you're good to go, you can take off all the stickers that you create with tape or sticky tape, whatever works right for you. Without any further ado, let's get started because this is actually part 2. Part 1 was the live stream, and part 2 we've got a video because I'm pretty sure there are many folks out there that want to put this together. So come. You might need a plier so you can pull pieces out. Sometimes these little pins that you printed are hard to get out, or you may have put it in wrong and you just need to pull it really hard or have strong hands. So everything's laid out according to how it's going to be put together. 5 is the last piece that goes in, or 3, but I have 5. So we have 1, 3, 2, 4, and 6, okay? And these are laid out, so if we peel off the sticker, we'll make sure that this is actually how they are underneath. See, the 6 is facing that way. The 1 should be facing the way it's written on the blue tape. Yep, it is, as you can see. There's the 1. And here's the 2. We're just double checking to make sure. So that, yep, 2 is upside down. And then 4 should be the same. 4 is upside down. Great. So now there's no rhyme or reason which one goes in first, but it's just to finagle it. But I'm just going to start with number 1. Okay, so 1 goes in like that. And then number 2, remember 3 is right there in the middle. Okay, and then so this one's a little bit tricky because you want to get number 2 in, right? And as number 2 gets in, you got to watch out for the pin. So this one's a little bit tricky. So we're going to take this and finagle it. And then somehow you might have to open 3 out a little bit, right? Okay. Remember 3 went in first. So we'll just loosen it. Okay. And then somehow you'll get it. So you got it. And then you can finagle it so that works well. Okay, so we have 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 is always there. 6 is right here. Okay, 6 might be a little bit trickier too. Remember, because it's a similar situation to 3. You probably want to pull out the pin. Okay, make sure that 6 it's in its correct position like that, so you don't forget. And then we're just going to pull out the pin because it is, Afix was right, super tricky. Okay, so there's 6, and then we're just going to take the pin and put it into number 6 so that it's like that. So we'll have better maneuvering power. See, it just went in, and then you can just do like that. Okay, and here's 4. If you know it's upside down, it's going to go like that. So we may have to open them up a little bit so that we can get this one in, but as you can see, or we do like we did before. Okay, put it back, take the pin out. It could always be in reverse too. Okay, we just took the pin out, and then we're going to put it right here, because remember the 4 is upside down, right? There we go. And then now, if all goes well, they should allow us. So we get the middle one in, right? Spread it a little. little tricky. But once you get it in, the rest should flow. If it lets you. Got it. See? Voila. And then that'll go in once you push it in. Don't break it. You don't want to break it. Somehow you just have to finagle it to get it to work just right for you. As you can see, it's almost there. Voila. Almost. Might have to pull it out because 5 is the last one, right? And that maze is here, so it may or may not work, but we just don't want to break it. So what we can do is we can pull the pin out and then turn it. Okay? So the pressure won't cause it to break. Okay? And then we'll just put it back. Remember, this is number 4. And then that one should go right in there. If it lets you. Got it. See? Voila. And then it's tricky because you don't want to break it. If you break it, I mean, you could always print it again, right? But you really don't want to do that. There's a couple of dead ends, but this one's not a dead end. Okay, so then you have 1. And then finally, the last piece of the puzzle will be 5. And 5 matches up with these 3 right here. Okay? See, right there? So here's 5. So you should have the 3 there. And don't worry, I will finagle it so that everything works just right for you. And show you everything. There's 1, which is tricky. Don't want to break it. Pull it out a little bit. This part's tricky. Be careful if you pull a corner because you could break it. And I'll show you in a second how it can break. All right, so don't pull that corner. Pull one of the thicker corners, if that makes any sense. And if it doesn't go in, just flip it around. Because sometimes one is thicker than the other. The one protruded through. And we should be able to finagle it so that it works just right for you. Just fine. We have 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, 3. 1 is there. The one with the 3s go here. So then we should only have 1 left in our hand. And then now we should just push this in. See that? And then we should be able to drop it in, hopefully, right? Without it protruding through like it did on the other one. But the marble will still work. All right, so now get 1 in, see? And then 2. And then this one should go in. That's the hardest one. 3 went in. No, well, that's 6. And then the next one is 4. I need to look through with the light again so that we can see, because for some reason it just doesn't want to go in. So you just find that sweet spot, take a little screwdriver, finagle it, hold it in, and then push, and then pull it out, and then voila. And then it's in. Yay, nice and smooth. See? Kind of neat, huh? And it's not going anywhere except, where's the ball? There's our marble right there. So now, remember, 4 is the starting point. We'll move this out of the way so that you guys can see. Where is number 4? It's gone. There's no number 4. There it is. So we should be able to drop it in. And remember, we had difficulty with 5, but the ball will pop in if we get it. And voila, now it'll just, and if it gets stuck, just remove the tape. And then now we'll just bring it on to 5. And you may have to help it a little bit. We'll just put this number here so we know 4 is the starting point. And then once you get it in, right, so now we'll just test, whoops, this is the tricky part. How do I get it inside? Whoop, no, get it, no, this is, wow, it really is like a marble maze. Hold on, we'll get it. There it is, see? And then now we'll move the tape over so we can see if it flows into there. Yep, there we go. See? Kind of, oh, but it's a dead end anyway. So we know we had some trouble there. And this one, will it come through? Oh yeah, so we're in a dead end here anyway, but it's kind of cool to realize that we're in a dead end. So we'll bring it in. Wait a second. Man, let's see. We can get it in. Come on, you got this, little guy. No. There we are. Bring it back over. Might need some assistance, right? A little bit, not a lot. You should be able to see. And then leave this here because I'm going to go over in the end all the numbers. And then now, yep, there it is. See? And see if it'll come back this way. Yep, remember it always needs, for some reason, some assistance to go through. You can always finagle it, work it, maybe tweak it by squeezing it. See, and I went all the way down to number 2, which was kind of neat. Except 2 is a dead end. So we would have to bring it, interesting, back all the way around to number, not even 6, to number 2. So we need to figure out how to bring it to 2. Let's see if we can go, just help it up. And that's a dead end anyway. There we go. We can bring it to 2 now. And then either way, it doesn't matter because it's a dead end too. But we want to bring it to 2 from, from number 3. So let's get it to number 3. And so we have to bring it all the way around. Bring it around. See? Bring it around, and there, now we're in 3. So we made it to 3. Whoops. And now we made it to 2, which we had trouble, which will bring us. See, that's how it should work, like just without helping it. But dead end back on 1. And then now we should try. Can't bring it back. Oh, we might be able to bring it back to 4 from here. Nope. Maybe. Oh, stuck on the tape. This is really cool. Let's see if we can make it back home. 5. Whoops. We didn't make it to 5. See, 5 is a little tricky. You can squeeze it. And then there we go. And then where is 4? 4 is right here. Neighboring 5. And voila. Whoop. And whoop. Almost. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh, maybe put it that way. There we go. Give it a little assistance and made it back to 4. Let's bring it home. Kind of neat, huh? Now let's see if it comes out. It should come out if you shake it a little bit. See, it's like in there, but finding that sweet spot to shake it. Shake it, shake it. All right, here go the numbers. Okay, 1, 2, which is like that. 6, 4, and then you have there. And remember, 3 or 5. Either one of those can go last. So whichever one, these are the middle points. Okay, 5 and 3, like that. And then there should be a little hole somewhere, right there. So you could leave it like that. When someone comes, print this maybe in yellow, right? Make it more engaging. Like, hey, what's that? Because you really can say, hey, what's that? There's the other piece, but scratch that. Be careful again with the end, as you can see. If you pull it, because you could always take it apart again if you need to print parts again or whatever. But just remember with number 5, if you pull it, it's going to break, and then you're like this. Then you think it takes about an hour and a half to print one piece. So then you wind up like that. And that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Definitely a great print. Thank you, Afix. You've changed my life forever, because this is going to be, whoops, yeah, it really did change my life forever, because I just flipped it over and we lost the ball. So be careful, don't lose your marbles in the marble maze, because you could always print another one, and I want to print one in yellow anyway. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time.